It all began on a dark and cold evening in December of 1945. I was in the Army, stationed in Kentucky. I had scored a weekend pass and decided I was going to hitch to Chicago. I waltzed out of the gate, put up my thumb, got a ride right away. But he let me off at a dark, cold place on the highway. It was getting darker, so I edged closer to the road. I didn't notice that the big truck tearing down the highway had a very large rear view mirror sticking way out the right side, and that rear view mirror caught my extended arm, knocked the glove right off my hand. Fortunately, left the hand on the wrist. The next car that stopped for me was a very strange one. Every bit of glass in the car, even the windshield, was broken out. I got in. It was cold outside. It was freezing inside. I said, "Hey guys, thanks, but I didn't sign up to go to the North Pole. Let me out." I was back on the highway, and whoosh, a car came by at more than 80 miles an hour, slammed on the brakes, reversed at about 50, and a hand reached out the window and waved me in. I quickly realized I had gone from the frying pan into the fire, so to speak, because the driver was very drunk, and his girlfriend was shrieking, "Faster, Vernon, faster!" I said a little prayer by the time they let me out. Next car that came along was my buddies in the broken, battered car without windows. They stopped again for me. I was so desperate, I got in again. And when my teeth started chattering, I had a brilliant idea. There was one protected spot in the car. Do you know what it was? The trunk! And when my turn came, I went into the trunk, leaned up against the spare tire that slammed the door shut, and I fell fast asleep. Next thing I knew, it was broad daylight, and we were in the middle of downtown Chicago, and I was making direct eye contact with the policeman directing traffic. He had his cap off, was scratching his head like, what am I supposed to do? This broken, battered car pulls up. A bunch of guys jump out of it. They open the trunk, and there's a GI laying in there. I didn't want to try to explain. So I crawled out, lost myself in the Chicago traffic. I had a nice weekend in Chicago, but I tell you, I took the bus back, and I never again hitchhiked, except one time in 1946. But that's another story for another state fair.